Hi, I'm Steve Bristow, the design director on The Legend of Khiimori. We're an open-world game that's set in the 13th century in Mongolia, and we're entering early access next month. During early access, your choices will shape the journey through a system-driven experience, while the final game will include a crafted narrative. So, it's a new day, and I'm playing the role of Nara, a yam courier rider. Genghis Khan established the yam system in the 13th century to support communications across his vast empire. Couriers delivered goods and messages across Mongolia. It was a bit like Pony Express, except for being far more prestigious. To start my adventure, I'll check with Yisu at the yam station. Yisu's my captain. She commands the local station. There's a few delivery missions available, but there's one that catches my eye. It pays well and provides a lot of prestige, which helps me increase my courier rank. Preparation and planning is the most important part of a delivery mission. That preparation starts with picking your horse. The mission takes me into the beautiful and diverse mountains of Mongolia. They're also freezing cold and full of treacherous terrain. I'll need a horse that can handle the climb, but more importantly, the cold. Looking over my horse, Sana is my choice. She has good endurance and balance, and she can handle the cold and the terrain. Now I'll check my saddlebags. Ooh, that's a mess. I really should have dealt with this before I rested. I won't need this stone, but I'll keep that Angelica and thyme for later. Now I need to balance my cargo. If I don't, Sana will have a harder time and could even get hurt. There we go, perfectly balanced. The next step is to craft some gear for the trip. The mountains get extremely cold, so I'll craft a few cold tonics and a couple of bandages too in case Sana gets hurt. Okay, cold tonics, bandages. One more thing. My horse needs food on our travels. Normally she could just eat grass, but grass is sparser in the mountains, so I'll need some hay to feed my horse. Luckily I got some from the stable. Before you leave, it's a good idea to know where you're going. Planning a good route is essential. There's a shorter route, but it's more dangerous. My other option is longer, but it's safer, and I know the trails. My horse has a limited amount of stamina. These climbs are never easy, especially when it's icy. I'll need to pay attention to her stamina and take paths that are easier on her. You'll find resources along the way, and it's always good to grab them when you can. And just like a true Mongolian horse rider, I don't have to get off my horse to gather them. Perfect, that gives me a nice little boost. The elements and terrain aren't just a danger to a yam courier, there's also dangerous wild animals. A pack of wolves. I could shoot the wolves with arrows, but there's too many of them. Thankfully, I have just the thing for this situation. Animal repellent pouches can be attached to arrows. I always carry a couple just in case. If I fire one near the pack, it will make them scatter. That's one pack of wolves dealt with, and I didn't have to hurt them. Perfect. Physical danger isn't the only risk with wild animals. Predators like wolves scare your horse, which impacts the horse's mood. A horse with a low mood loses stamina faster and can't train as well. This storm is nasty. Weather is an important part of the game and you'll need to prepare for it. I'll give Sanai a cold tonic to protect her from the cold. I'm glad it's not much further. I've reached my destination, Tengarin Orgil Retreat. They say the spirit of this place is strong and watches over the people. That's Altani, the village shaman. Let's deliver this cargo. Great, a new career rank. I've been looking forward to those unlocks. Looks like I won't make it back to town before dark. It's best to rest at night to recover health and stamina. I'll need to find a place to camp for the night. Checking my map, I see that there's a campsite nearby. I've got a nomad camping kit in my inventory, and I can use it to set up camp. Sanai's had a hard ride. Caring for your horse is important. It helps them heal and removes negative conditions. She's in good shape after the ride, so I'll brush her and tend her hooves before bed. That'll increase her mood and restore her health. Now all that's left to do is go to sleep and wake up with the sun. Well, it's a new day. Let's hope this one involves fewer wolves. And that's a bear. But that's a challenge for another day. Welcome to life in the untamed wilds of the 13th century Mongolia. So that was the story of my delivery, but what's yours? Tell us next month when The Legend of Khiimori hits early access.